Hey guys, it's Reese. Welcome back to the channel. So, yeah, it's time for the rally racing event stuff. Alright, I'm getting group 1 set up, ready to go. Let's see who wins this race. 3, 2, 1, go. Third lap has started already. Alright, well, final lap's just about to start for this first race. Nope. That hill climb Toyota is not going to make the cut, so these two will advance. These two are eliminated. And this is my rally car storage tub case thing, where I'm putting all the eliminated cars in. There may or may not be a part 2 of this later on today. Just be aware of that. Okay, so the bizarre thing is second group has a lot of big tire cars, but there's one car that has really small tires, so we'll see what happens. And go. Second lap has already started. Third lap started. Alright. Well, final lap started. Wow, and somehow the MG actually wins that whole thing in the Toyota's second. No cars actually went off course that time. Although the Toyota did, but that was after the race was done. I'm just going to put that there. Put these two off to the side. So our next group of 4 cars for that group is done. Now on to the next group, which is group 3. I did actually make a video of each group and all the cars in the group, so hopefully you saw that video before I started this live stream. Because I also showed all the cars all spaced out on the mat too. 3, 2, 1, go. Third lap will be starting right now. Fourth lap will be starting. Okay, clearly the Ford is first. It looks like the Lancer's, I think, just outdone the Audi. Yep, because the front of the car is bigger. Yep, it is. Well, the Lancer just sneaks by the Audi, which is somewhat unfortunate because I really like the color blue, but you know, that's how the race went, so that's how it happened. Who's ever here and hit the thumbs up button, I do really appreciate that. Thank you very much. That was really nice of them to do that. Alright, fourth group starting right now. And go. Wow, what happened to the Subaru? Subaru went backwards all of a sudden. Third lap started. Final lap started of this race. Well, that's the race over. These two are advancing, and the other two eliminated. See, sometimes, not all the time, the fastest car from each group will be advancing. Just letting everyone know that. had to grab one car really carefully here. See, part of me almost didn't feel like including these because they're a premium brand and they have rubber tires, so we'll see what happens. Go. Final lap starting just now. Whoa, what happened to that thing? How did the Bentley win that entire race? I honestly don't know. Somehow it won it all. I'm really surprised by that because I didn't think it was going to because of the rubber tires effect. And it also being kind of somewhat heavier compared to its competitors to move around the track. This one has 2 of the 4 RWC cars. I have all 4 of them from the RWC cars. They're not really a set of cars, but they are 4 cars. And on the packaging of the card, it does say RWC car, so there was 4 of those in total, and I do have all 4 in my collection from Majorette. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, third lap has started. Final lap has started. Well, it looks like the Majorette RWC cars are advancing to the next round. The other 2 cars got closer and closer each lap, actually. You know, I'm just gonna... Well, let's see. I'll just put it up there for now. Well, hopefully some people join this live. I'll probably end up doing one later, most likely. So, yeah, you know what? I will take a short break. I have to do something really quickly. Yep, can't forget I always have to keep drinking water. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Third lap has started for this race. Final lap starting just now. Yep. Those ones are advancing. These 2 are not advancing. Well, we're getting closer and closer towards having much less cars. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, I do believe this is the final lap of this race starting now. Somehow the Mini surprisingly gets second place after it looked like it was about to be pushed off course. The Johnson and Mini win after they were losing like 2 or 3 laps through the race somehow, so that's kind of a interesting comeback. I kind of wasn't expecting that because normally when you're down 2 or 3 laps, you normally don't have it in you to end up coming back and doing anything. Now, yes, just because that one green, wasn't it the green one? No, it was the yellow one. Just because that one yellow hill climb car has been eliminated, I still have 3 other ones, and the second one's competing right now in this race. 3, 2, 1, go. Second lap started. Third lap started. Final lap started. And the hill climb car wins that race. Barely. It barely beat the Porsche 959. Porsche and all those other cars were getting pretty close at the end of that race somehow. Alright, next group. There's 2 Porsches, a Ford, and a Hyundai. And now, since this is only the one-time only kind of thing for the Hyundai, I'm not trying to favor cars over others. I'm just wanting this to be a good race because, each of these cars, there's only one of them in each race anyways. Like one of them in that paint color, or one of them of said car, whether it's a full-on rally car or the road-going rally car version of the rally car. Go. Second lap started. Third lap started. Fourth lap started. It doesn't seem like those other 2 cars are catching up. Yep, they did too little, too late. Because it's really hard to tell who won that race. It looks like the Hyundai barely wins it against the Porsche. Wow. Well, these ones are eliminated. I didn't think the Hyundai was going to win by a lot smaller margin. And to be honest, I wasn't sure if the Hyundai was going to win or not. Now, again, like I said, I wasn't trying to favor the Hyundai. I just wanted it to have a good race. I want all of these races to be good, no matter who wins. Because I'm not trying to favor cars over another car. Because some of these races are much closer than I expect them to be, and sometimes certain cars that I don't think will win do eventually end up winning somehow. To make this go a bit quicker, I'm moving the groups closer towards the area, so that way they're all ready to go right afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already have 5 groups over there. If we have 15 groups, half of that's going to be like 7 or 8 then, I think, in total. So that may or may not create a slight problem. Go. Wow. After about almost 2 full laps, the premium cars are now jumped ahead of the other cars. Final lap started. Oh, and somehow that premium Ford catches itself just in time to advance. I can't believe that somehow just happened. Wow. Yeah, soon enough I'm going to have to turn this over and start pulling up the other side for the rally cars, because we only have 2 spots left. Oh boy, this is a bizarre race because there are 4 different cars in here, and they're all 4 unique cars because, well, technically, you won't really see any of these cars in real life unless you go to some sort of rally museum thing, but to be honest, they probably wouldn't have one of them. And that's going to be the roof, because this is not a full-on, painted and rally decals and rally number stuff, rally car. But it's basically Roof's version of a rally car, so that's why I have counted it in the rally racing event thing. Oh, one person's here again now. That's good to know. I'm not sure why, but every time I say that, I'm not forcing them to do the chat mode or anything like that whatsoever. I'm just saying a person's here, and then they just keep leaving. So I'm not trying to say that they're being rude to me. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm just confused as to why they keep, bouncing back and forth. Like, they hop on and hop off the line. I don't understand why someone's doing that. But, if they're busy, I understand that part. But if they're not busy, they don't have to explain to me that. But yes, I'm trying to be a bit more understanding that, people will be busy on various days throughout the week and weekend because, people have jobs or they have other things they're doing throughout the day. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Final lap started for this race. And the roof wins by quite a bit, actually. I wasn't expecting that to happen because that Toyota was closer the past few laps, actually. this side is full. Thank goodness. Because now we're on the other side. Well, let's see what happens. The weird thing is, 3/4 of the car in this race are like white painted color, white with like other colors on the paint decals and stuff for the rally cars. So yeah. Now I know I said rally cars, but some of my rally cars are trucks too because they have like rally themed paint jobs on them. So I had to include them as well. Otherwise, it would seem unfair to not include them. 3, 2, 1, go. Second lap just ended. Now everyone's on their third lap. Final lap. And the Mitsubishi does win, but I mean, it won by a decent amount, but not like a huge amount, though. Ford gets second place in that race there. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is kind of a slight problem because, technically speaking, I want to have an even amount of groups advancing because, you know, well, technically, in a weird way of things, 7 times 4 is 28, so that means there would be 28 cars in total, but the thing is, though, it wouldn't be an even amount of, I mean, yes, 28 is an even amount, because 20 can be divided by 2 to make 14 cars in total. But the thing is, then once you divide 14 divided by 2, you get 7. So in the long run of things, these even numbers at the end become an odd number. Whereas if it's 32, 32 is more of an even number because 32 divided by 2 is 16, 16 divided by 2 is 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So I'm going to have 8 groups somehow, meaning that whichever 2 cars don't make it from that group are automatically in the last group, I guess. Or we just have these 2. Well, I don't know how I want to do this now because this creates a slight problem. I wouldn't have 32 cars exactly in total. Because if these 2 advance, if 2 cars advance, then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be 7 cars, 4 groups in total of 7 cars. Well, 4 groups of 7 cars. Well, correction, 7 groups of 4 cars, and then it's 28. 28 divided by 2 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7, but 7 is not an even number. But if I was to do that, one group would have 4 cars, one group would have 3. And then I guess 2 cars from the first group get eliminated, 1 car from the other group gets eliminated. So yeah, I guess in the long run of things, it'll just have to work out somehow. It'll have to work out somehow either way, because I can't do a group of 5 cars. And I can't do 3 and 3 and then 1 car by itself. That wouldn't work. So yeah, we're going to have to stick with the 7 cars either way somehow. All right, let's see what happens here. The weird thing is this group right here is all German cars. 2 Volkswagen and a Mercedes-Benz. Go. Whoa, what happened to the Mercedes-Benz? That thing fell way behind. I think it tried to jump both cars. Third lap started. Final lap started. Wow, the IDR lost to the Polo Volkswagen RWC car by quite a bit. See, the thing is, though, I technically would have 32 cars in total because then that car automatically goes into this group. So yeah, because then I would now have 32 cars in total. 32 divided by 2 is 16, 16 divided by 2 is 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then 4 cars is so much easier to do than 7 cars because then that would be 2 races in total. Although, to be honest, the weird thing is, though, it would actually be 8 groups. It's just that the 8th group wouldn't have an even amount of cars because 1 car would be eliminated from it, meaning it's 31 cars. 31 does not have any way of dividing it equally. So because of that, this group will automatically all advance to the next round. But after that, they will have to race. because then I want it down to 16, then down to 8. All right, so we're gonna keep racing till we get down to the final 8 cars, because then I want to save the final 8 cars for later, because I'm hoping Rex's Freestyle Pack Rips does a live stream sometime tonight, because even if he doesn't do one, I want him to join my live stream later on this evening tonight, so that way he can be there to watch this all happen. Oh boy, we have a really interesting race. We have 2 cars from United Kingdom, except for the fact one of them, Gran Turismo, a racing game I play on Gran Turismo 5, calls this one USA, not United Kingdom. That is so incorrect. The Ford RS200 was never made in the USA, it was made in the United Kingdom. I even know that as a fact, because I've Google searched it. So I don't know where Gran Turismo got that false junk from. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no, the truck's... It looks like the truck almost crashed out of the race there. Right, lap 3 has started. Lap 4 has started. And the MG pulls away just at the very end, right at the finish, to win the race. Well, Ford gave it his all, but it wasn't enough to beat the MG. Those 2 Toyotas eliminated. That's what I'm going to signal for eliminated, because also in sports of some sort it means no good as well. All right, well, this is an interesting race. We have 3 Japanese cars and 1 American, or well, actually that one's more of the American one, because this is the 2009 Focus, because that Ford over there was a RS200, which is a UK built rally car for Group B, just like the MG was too. All right, well, see, it just happened again, and I'm not trying to manage them or anything like that whatsoever. No, that's not the point of this. The point of this live was to have fun, but if one person keeps coming and going, I don't know if they're having fun or not. It's really confusing me. So that's why I'm saying I'm not managing them. I'm just really confused as to, are they staying or leaving? Because this one person keeps bouncing back and forth, and it gets me very confused and surprised of what they are doing. Now, I'm not telling them anything that they are, having to do the chat mode whatsoever. I'm not saying that one bit at all. The whole point of this live was to have fun with rally racing and cars and stuff like that. But, if no one's showing up, it's a give and take. Like, half of me is unsure if I should keep going. The other half of me is I should keep going because I planned on doing this. So, yeah, I'm probably going to keep going. I'm going to save 8 cars for later in the day, just because it seems like I'll probably get more people on the live at that rate. So, yeah. I'm trying to, give and take, because some people, they want me to do live streams earlier in the day. Some people, they want me to do them later in the day because that's when they're able to watch them or join them and do the chat mode if they choose to do it, because I'm not forcing anyone to do it. It's their choice. Go. Oh, what happened to the Subaru? Subaru went way off track. Well, there's one more lap left to go, and all these cars are literally fighting for position somehow. Last lap. And it looks like it's going to be the Subaru and the Hill Climb car advancing into the next round. All right, next group. There's 3 premium rally cars and 1 non-premium. Sorry, that was a rubber band of some sort. I don't know how that got on the track. Well, the track is the car mat that I'm using. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know what happened to the Porsche. Porsche almost went into the parking lot and just parked itself there. Lap 3 is starting. Whoa, what's the Citroen doing? That thing just drifted off course. Another thumbs up, but the bizarre thing is that person didn't show up in the live thing. So that was really confusing, but thank you for hitting the thumbs up, whoever that was. Oh no, the Ford is out of the race, I think. Oh, the person's here now. That's good to know. And they left again. See, I don't know if it's the second person who gave the thumbs up or if it's the first person who gave the thumbs up and they're just bouncing on and off the live stream. So that's why I'm really confused and surprised as to, like, are they staying or leaving? It's really hard to tell. However, I did forget to mention rules is that because it's rally racing, technically because the car didn't stay down long enough and, I didn't go over in more detailed rules, I didn't really ever say that if a car lands upside down, it's automatically out of the race. It just would get reset, kind of thing. All right, last lap starting. Well, the Citroen's pushed way off course, unfortunately. So it looks like the Ford and Bentley are going to be advancing. Wow, I don't think anyone saw that happen. I thought for sure the Citroen would have been one of two cars advancing somehow, but it couldn't quite do it at the end. What a bummer. Okay, let's get the other groups near the track, which is the car mat. So that way, once each other group is done, this is much quicker to get through. I would be really shocked if all three of my mini GT cars made it to the final four, because the thing is, at that rate, it would be 3 mini GTs and 1 non-mini GT car. But part of me is thinking I don't think that'll happen because I know some of these other cars are probably going to beat them eventually anyways. I'm not sure, but I'm kind of hoping the MG does something because it's a brand new rally car from my collection that I just got yesterday. Now, I'm not trying to favor it over the others. I'm saying that these are going to be a bunch of really close, tight, decided races. Sometimes some of them more than others may be like 1 to 3 seconds apart for like first and second place. But again, that's kind of an unknown random variable given. Go. All right, well, second lap has already ended. Third lap starting just now. Third lap is going right now. Final lap is starting. The Datsun caught itself in time. Although it didn't really officially hit the white stuff. It kind of went a bit too late to do anything, but they are going to look at it just to be sure. Because now the Datsun might have to do a race-off versus the Mini Cooper to see which one's officially advancing. We know that Ford is not advancing, unfortunately. The Lancia is for sure, because that's the one that officially crossed the line the correct way. All right, 1 lap race-off, because they aren't sure if the 510 rally car officially crossed the line the proper way. They're so unsure because it does look like he's on the starting area thing. Cards and stuff. Hey, thanks for joining the live, buddy. I'm just racing all these cars now. I'm actually getting closer to 16 cars now, and then after that it'll be 8 cars, and I want to save the final 8 cars for later on. Well, the first few races are all over actually, so we're actually getting lower now in cars in total. I think after this it's 16 cars left in total, meaning that all like the previous field of like 32 plus cars is getting lowered right now actually. Well, the cars that have won that I can tell you that are advancing are MG, Ford, Toyota, Subaru, Bentley, Ford, and Lancia. Those are the car brands of the diecast cars that are advancing so far. I have to do a race-off between Datsun, Nissan, and Mini Cooper because the imaginary officials weren't sure if the Nissan 510 crossed the finish line the proper way because they really couldn't quite make it out from where they were viewing it at. And unfortunately, I don't have a official replay person that could, do that with me. Or like, some sort of camera up above kind of thing to like, see if it officially crossed the line the proper way. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, that time it crosses it the proper way, and it does officially get second place to advance to the next round. The Mini Cooper does not make it then. Right, next race has a Porsche, 2 Porsches, a Hyundai, and a Toyota. It'll be interesting to see who wins this race because there's 2 premium and 2 non-premium rally cars. And one of them's a hill climb car. One of them, I believe, is a Group B rally car. One of them's the road-going rally car version of the Group B car. One of them's an RWC, and one of them's a hill climb monster with 600 plus horsepower. Actually, it's close to 900 horsepower. Go. Wow, and just like that, the first lap wasn't even fully done, and the other 2 cars overtook them. Geez, what happened there? The Porsche and Hyundai went way off course. And now it's the Porsche and Hyundai battling each other out, and now it's Hyundai and Toyota. Final lap started just now. Right, they're coming up near the finish. I don't know what's going on, but the 959s are battling each other, and the Toyota hill climb car narrowly gets out with the win at the last second. The Porsches are eliminated. A lot of Porsche cars getting eliminated, surprisingly. Wow, there's 4 thumbs up. That's really awesome. I was not expecting this to have so many thumbs up. We're getting closer towards the top 16 cars in the race. There's 2 people here now. That's even better. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Well, 3rd lap starting now. Final lap starting now. And out of nowhere, this Ford Premium comes up and out takes. Well, it looks like the roof is going to win again somehow, and that Ford gets second. That roof thing just does not want to go away. Toyota does get third, but third's not going to cut it, unfortunately, for you this time. It's funny, I just put both French cars right next to each other, one in front and one kind of. They're both in front of each other, actually, so that's kind of funny. Super Diecast Customs, hey, thanks. Yeah, this is the car mod I'm using for my rally racing event, by the way, right now, which is getting closer towards the top 16 cars, actually. So I'll have soon enough 4 groups of 4 cars. There is actually a Subaru advancing in the race, but it's already advanced into the top 16 cars already, so it won't be racing until next round. So yeah, I've been doing pretty well lately. I haven't really. Well, I have found a lot of stuff. It's just that Super Diecast Customs, because you haven't been seen commented on my previous videos or live streams lately. It's really hard to tell if you've seen all that stuff yet. We're getting closer to the top 16, and then after that, it's the Elite 8 and then the Final 4. 3, 2, 1, go. So basically how this works is it starts off with 32 cars after round 1 was done, and then it's 16, then 8, and then 4. So hopefully that all makes sense now. Lap 2 started. Lap 3 started. Final lap starting. Yeah, you should watch all my other previous videos and live streams, because one of them is a giveaway. Because Super Diecast Customs, if you're in the USA, you need to enter on that giveaway video. And Volkswagen narrowly beats the RS200 at the end of the race. Wow. The Polo RWC car narrowly escapes Ford. But the Ford is advancing, though. So that's all that mattered. If you said go Ford, well, Ford is advancing still. Just not winning the race, but it did advance, though. All right, final race. And now all of these cars will officially be racing. All right, so we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 Fords advancing into the final 16 cars already. we might have a fifth one if this Bronco does something. It's the Bronco rally car concept thing. Then there's a Land Rover from like the mid to late 90s. And then there's a Bentley, and then a Mercedes-Benz. So there's 2 United Kingdom cars in this diecast car final group of 4 cars before it goes down to the top 16 cars. And then after that, it'll be the Elite 8 or Fast 8. And then after that, it'll be the final 4 Fast 4 cars, because those will be the fast 4 cars to go around the track, because there's only 4 cars left, and that race should be done really fast. A lot faster than the other ones, which is why I said the word fast more times when I get down to 4 cars. All right, cards and stuff. Please do type hashtag Amtrak on that giveaway video. I'm not wanting to. I'm telling you multiple times, but when I, wanted you to do it on that video, you hadn't responded to me, so I wasn't sure what was going on then. I just got a little confused or thrown off about that. So yeah, you need to put hashtag Amtrak on the giveaway video comment section, not this live stream or the previous live stream I do, because I'm not using a live stream for the giveaway link for picking the winners for whenever I do get to finishing up the giveaway. So yeah. And I already made a post about it yesterday, I think, too. And hopefully people saw that post, because if you don't put hashtag Amtrak on that giveaway important information video, you're not going to be entered in the giveaway. Now, you have to obviously, unfortunately, be in the USA. I can't do international giveaways. That's just how it is for me. And the reason I say that is because a few separate reasons. One is shipping internationally is crazy expensive and will cost a lot more to do it. And 2 is if I do it myself, it would take longer to get there. But then I feel like if, multiple people, like 2 or 3 others, step in and ship this stuff to that person internationally, it doesn't feel the same like, they got it from me. Because, it just doesn't feel the same to me, if you understand where I'm going with that. So, yeah, go. Last race, and then we have our field of 16 cars finally. Lap 1 is already done. We're on lap 2 of 4. Well, and then Bentley. Land Rover went off course, so no surprise there. Now it's the Bentley and Ford in first and second place as we start the third out of 4th lap. Well, I don't know what happened, but the Land Rover and Mercedes-Benz are like really far behind. They slowly caught up, but it's not going to be enough, and Bentley wins it pretty big by like 2 to 4 seconds somehow. Well, these 2 cars are eliminated. They're not even going to finish the race because it's just kind of disappointing to do that at that rate. All right, well, I'm going to keep racing until we're down to the final 8 cars, because I really just want to have the final 8 cars, because then it's 2 groups of 4 cars saved for later on tonight. So that way Rex's Freestyle Pack Rips and a few other people later on can watch that live stream. Because for the few of you that are here right now, you'll already know what the final 8 cars will most likely end up being somehow. Well, you will know what they are. It just depends on if it goes that way or if it goes a different way. Well, just have to see what happens here. 3, 2, 1, go. Second lap started. Subaru's gone backwards. I don't think going backwards is helping the Subaru one bit. Third lap started, and the Ford and MG are still first and second. Final lap started. Ford went a bit off track, but it doesn't seem to faze the Ford. And apparently going off track at the very end does faze the Ford, as the MG wins yet again. That's, 2 or 3 wins in a row for the MG, followed by another relatively close finish from that Ford RS200 Hot Wheels ID car, right on that car's tail. Right, this race will be starting. Well, we know that 1 Ford and 1 and the only MG rally car I have are advancing to the next round of cars, of the final 8 cars for this rally racing event. This race has a Datsun 510, a Lancia, a Ford, and a Bentley in it. Now, the Bentley's pretty big and heavy, so we'll see what happens. Part of me thinks it's eliminated in this time through. The other part of me is really unsure if it'll be eliminated or not because it's hard to tell. Again, it's very random because I have to control all 4 cars with using both of my hands to do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, Ford and Bentley are first and second place as the second lap has come to an end. Now the third lap is starting. I don't know what's going on with the Lancia and the Nissan Datsun 510 rally car. Final lap started, and those 2 cars are way too far behind to catch up. And it looks like the Ford wins it this time. Wow. Bentley gets second place. All right, we do have a slight problem is that some of these cars are technically, I just remembered, not supposed to be in that thing, but I just realized that right now. Whoops. All right, this race has a roof, a Hyundai, a Toyota, and a Ford in it. So the first 4 out of 8 cars are officially finalized. There's 2 Fords in that race, an MG and a Bentley. Somehow that Bentley for Mini GT does not want to go away. So far it seems like the Mini GT cars are still advancing, which is good because this thing will be full shortly. And then I don't really have another one specified for rally cars. So if the Mini GTs do get eliminated, they go back up on that wall of cars stuff back there. 3, 2, 1, go. Second lap started. Whoa, the Hyundai went way too wide. Third lap started. I did see that, but unfortunately, I didn't have any rules of, not passing the start line, then we'll set you a lap behind. So because of that, we just have to race on. Final lap started. And the Roof Mini GT wins it again. The Ford tried to peek out, but he did that way after the race was already over. But that Ford is getting second place and advancing. So this rally cars thing is completely full, which does create a slight problem now because I don't have another one. I do have quite a few for race cars, I think, but just not rally cars though. 3, 2, 1, go. There's 2 Fords in this race. I don't think both of them will advance though, sadly. Third lap has started now. Final lap started. Looks like it's between Bentley and Ford. Yep, and Bentley and Ford will be advancing to the next round. Wow, both of the RS200s are advancing. Volkswagen gets third, but that's not enough, sadly, and those 2 are eliminated. Well, so this is the first group of 4 cars, MG, Ford, Bentley. Second group of cars is Roof, Ford, Bentley, Ford. There are 3 Fords advancing and 3 Mini GT cars advancing somehow. Well, that's it for this live stream. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching and joining, and I'll see you later on sometime tonight for the final 8 cars, because hopefully by then there'll be more people able to watch and join that live stream. Thank you all so much for being here. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. And if you're collecting diecast cars, let me know what you find at your stores by making videos or posting about it on your YouTube channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Thanks everyone for being here, and I'll see you all later on today for the final 8 cars race, which that live stream I'm hoping there's more people here for, because that one's probably going to be the more intense, fun, exciting one to watch. I mean, all of these were fun, exciting, intense to watch too, actually, when you think about it. But the final 8 are the really more exciting ones, because then we know after that who's going to be in the final 4, and then the final 3, and then who wins it all. So yes, you may think about it this way. It's kind of silly to say that, but the final 4 will go down to actually not the final. It will go down to the final 3, meaning 1 car is automatically eliminated after that race, and then it goes down to 3 cars. So yeah. Bye. I'll see you later on today.